Hello, teacher. This is the summary of the Tom Sawyer's book. The members of the group are Michelle Ortega and myself, José Rodríguez. The biography of Mark Twain. Your real name is Samuel Longer Clemens, better known as Mark Twain. Was an American journalist, writer, and comedian who was born in Florida, Missouri, on November 30, 1835 and died in Connecticut on April 21, 1810. A narrated a story of adventures that have taken place to the author and schoolmates with superstitions that at the time of launch 30 years ago, between children and slaves in the West, specifically in St. Petersburg during the Civil War. He hopes to reach both young and old be recalling with pleasures how they were on and how they felt, thought and talked, and the curious were many times. Tom's old lady named it. Polly looked after him because his mother passed away. She was always attentive to him happening to Tom, and although she couldn't hit him because his heart was breaking, and if he left unpunished for pranks, he would have his conscience soaked. Then he punished him, and one day the old lady has looking for the Tom, but when she found him, she said, "Look at the those hands and repeat, look at the mouth, which which is a stick." Tom, being cynical, replies, "I don't know." And then I was going to punish him, but at the moment Tom hold him my good luck. What's behind him and that where Tom got away, and I managed to avoid physical punishment. Tom and outsider were boring each other in the village park. Between glances, babbling, and Punisher began fighting like two cats is full dust. Tom gone, but just as he preparing to retire winning and prompt as a stranger tree and a stony at his back and run out to his house. But Tom followed him and no knew where he believed where he lived and told him he won't return. Tom set to work to learn his verses. See, they knew them from days before to emphasize it, his energies to engrave in his memory five more, and choose a piece of the Sermon of the Mountain because he could not find other verses that were so short. Until I managed to win a contest and the superintendent let him know he was fine. Good boy. 2,000 verses are many, many, and you will never regret the word that caused you to learn them, for knowledge is the best in the world. He's the one who makes bad men and good men. You will one day be a great virtuous man, Thomas, and then you will look back and say, I everything to the advantage of the invaluable Sunday school. In my childhood, I I I owe everything to my dear teachers, who taught me study. I owe everything to the good superintendent who encouraged me and took an interest. Thank you, teacher.
My name is Ortega, and we are to talk about Tom Sawyer's adventures. Tom Sawyer is a boy who lives with his aunt Polly, who has cared for Tom since his sister and husband passed away. His cousin married a lovely and a sweet girl, and his little brother Sid, who is different from Tom. Tom is a fanciful, rebellious, cunning, funny, adventurous, a lot-mannered boy. He has always preferred to play, have fun, or discover new things together with his best friends, Huck. Also, it's difficult for him to escape from school since Tia Polly is aware of everything Tom does. But after a while, Tom is very happy to go to school, not only to see his friends, Hat and Joy, but to see the girl with golden hair and very sweet Becky, the girl who stole his heart. He is always involved in a problems or solving mysteries, almost always with Hot and Joy, since he's very curious and wants to have a little more fun in his thought. He really likes being with his friends. Sometimes Tom gave them things to do, the things he had to do, like when he convinced Hot to paint to paint the fence for him after the Polly poaching. My opinion about Booth is the character of Tom Sawyer identifies many of the children of the age by the way they think and see things. The way adults have their way of acting or their uncomfortable desires to be with their friends and have fun, take advantage and discover the world. Thank you.